And also, as was noted by Taylor, I spent 11 years of my life serving in the Georgia State Capitol. And I love that opportunity too. And I wanted to send a clear signal. You know, the office of the mayor is about 243 feet away from the Georgia State Capitol, but in years past, you would have thought that it was 1,000 miles. So I changed the tone. And now when I want to have a conversation with the governor or the lieutenant governor or the speaker, I don't send out a press release or I don't talk to them through the television. I walk across the street, sit in the office, because it's time for the leader of Atlanta and the leaders of the state of Georgia to reason together. I want to be clear. There are other cities, certainly in the southeastern region of the United States, and I won't mention any of them because I don't want to upset myself this morning, who would love to occupy the position that Atlanta occupies today. The greatest threat to our forward movement is a lack of coordination among the business community and the political community taking on the tough challenges that are in front of us, like water and transportation and education. And let me take a moment to push a little further. Please do all that you can do right now to make sure that when the Georgia General Assembly leaves Atlanta at the end of April, that we leave with a strong transportation bill that addresses the challenges that are facing our city and our state and our region. The people in this room are the ones to get it done. I also want to be crystal clear today that my administration will not turn away from the vital initiatives that you have undertaken. The effort to establish the Center for Civil and Human Rights, funding the Peachtree Corridor despite the recent setback, building the Woodruff Arts Performance Center, building the Beltline. These initiatives will remain. But what you will not see, thank you, what you will not see is many new initiatives from me. And I just don't want you to think that I'm bored or I'm not loving my job. What I believe is necessary in Atlanta right now is for us to do a smaller number of things very well. I don't believe in mediocrity and I don't want any part of it. So what you're going to see is a city that gets out of things that are not required by our charter, and we're going to focus on the big things that can make us excellent and can make us great. And we are going to finish them. I may not be the mayor who started them, but I'm going to be the one that gets them done. So do not be concerned. You have a firm hand on the wheel. You have a leader in me and in the members of council and in the members of judiciary who understand the greatness of our city, who understand what is necessary to keep it moving forward, and who understand how vital, hard, tough work is. There was a recent article in the New York Times by a professor from Harvard named Ed Glazer, and the theme of the article was "Don't Count Atlanta Out." And it was a really fascinating read for me because the two themes were that people who live in Atlanta choose to live here. We have no great mountain vistas. We don't have a beautiful ocean to calm your nerves. People, for whatever reason, pack up and move to Atlanta to fulfill their dreams. And people who grow up here stay here to build their lives. There's also something special about us. More than 40% of the people in the city of Atlanta have 4-year degrees. So we're a city of pretty smart people. We're also a city who loves Atlanta. So let's get to work, you all. It's time to cast off the pall of doubt. It's time to shake off the recent tough challenges of the last 2 and 3 years. It is time for us to resume our greatness and our dominance as the leading city in the southeastern region of the United States and our forward movement to be a great city in the world. That is what the people in this room are here for. That is our calling. You know, my daddy tells me that passion is the enemy of fatigue whenever I get tired. And what I also know is that this is our moment, you all. I was not around for World War I, World War II, the Great Depression. I was not around for the Civil Rights Movement, but I believe that our city and our state and our nation is in as tough a place as I ever seen it. And while it doesn't have all of the fanfare of the other things, my generation, our generation, yours and mine, will be the ones that faced this tough time, that made the hard decisions, and secured the future for this great city. Come with me. We have much to do. Godspeed.